Welcome to Mental Game Mastery, where we dive into the world of sports psychology and peak performance, designed for you to level up your athletic career. Hey there, athletes. I'm your host, Coach P, bringing you mental performance insights and stories from being in the trenches of athletic coaching. As a mental performance coach, I get the privilege to work with all athletes across all sports. Before we continue, I just want to take a moment to thank you for being here and listening to me today. I also have a favor to ask of you. I'd ask that you'd subscribe to this show. You just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's right down there. I'd really appreciate it. It helps the show grow, and it will help the show evolve to where I can bring on successful guests that you will benefit from. And hitting subscribe helps you not miss out on any content that is released that will help you grow in your athletic career. So thank you again. Now let's continue. In the high-stakes world of sports, clear expectations are the silent architects of teamwork and performance. Take a moment to reflect on moments of tension and frustration within your team or with your coaches. Perhaps there were instances where you felt certain that your perspective was correct. You were convinced that the shortcoming was somebody else's, maybe a teammate, coach, somebody on your corner team. Now pause for a second and ask yourself, how much of this frustration stems from expectations that went unsaid? I have a saying that goes, expectations without communication equals frustration. Were your expectations or the expectations of the other person shared with clarity? You see, misaligned or unclear expectations are often the culprits behind conflicts, behind frustration or tension, which leads to a breakdown in team chemistry and individual focus. When we expect a teammate to understand us without articulating our expectations clearly, or when coaches presume athletes grasp the expectations without thorough discussion, the stage is set for misunderstanding. Remember that oftentimes the fix is simple. It's communication. The secret to a high-functioning team lies in laying out clear expectations. So take proactive steps. Address any unspoken expectations that may be causing frustration or tension with your teammates, with your coaches, or those on your corner team. Approach the conversation with clarity and empathy, aiming to understand and be understood. Make it a practice to operate from a place of clarity of your expectations by creating an environment where open communication is the norm, not the exception. So consider this. Is there a conflict? Is there tension or frustration in your athletic journey right now that could be the result of unspoken agreements or assumptions? Identify them, address them, and move beyond them with your team, your coaches, those on your corner team, and make them aligned with your goals in sight. Now, if you found this episode insightful, go ahead and hit that like button. Share this episode on your social channels and definitely subscribe so you don't miss out on training your mental game. And thank you for listening. And remember, the time is now.